Hey friends, Mel at Pathways here. We are finally ready to announce the Pathways Secret project. Thank you for being so patient. This is a thing that's been in the works since September of 2021. Currently, I'm not sure when you're watching this, but it will be August of 2022. But before I tell you what it is, I want to give a big thank you to our Facebook Live community. You guys have been the backbone of our support during COVID, and we just want to say a huge thank you to you. You've been really great at answering all the Mel Wants to Know questions that we had on Facebook, and just please accept our heartfelt thanks. So without further ado, we have created the Pathways Planner. This planner is part digital and part physical product. And for those that just want the planner aspects of it, we have created a physical planner. It's a very thick guy, about that big. But we also have some really great digital assets online. If you want to go in a deeper dive from what we usually talk about on our Facebook Lives, this is definitely the content that you're looking for. When I was first creating this, I was advised not to create so much online bonus content, but you can ask my parents. I don't always listen. So the amount of online bonus content is insane, and we will get more into that in just a minute. But you've heard the phrase, I couldn't find one, so I made one. But it's not your run-of-the-mill planner. We've created a place where you can marry your mundane life with your magical life to live your best life. And as I said in the previous slide, when you can't find what you're looking for, you create it. So I myself had my hands on, believe it or not, 3 daily planners every day, which is just totally ridiculous. And over time, I kind of started to pull out the things that really worked for me. I let go of the things that didn't, and morphed it into a planner that really kind of fit my life a little better. You guys know I have a bit of imposter syndrome and a bit of perfectionistic tendencies. Trust me, I always come up with more ideas on what to add to this, but I just finally had to take my hands off of it and let it loose into the world. But even as a metaphysical business owner, I was still feeling a bit disconnected from my path. I would light my candles and do my cards in the morning, go about my day, do something at the close of the day, but I was still feeling just very disconnected from my spiritual path. Now, nobody has it all together, including me, and if anybody ever tells you they do, run far, run fast. But I was really looking for something that would kind of bring me back to center and find that harmony again between the mundane life and the magical life. So some of the things we're going to talk about may not seem especially magical, but trust me, they are. Before we jump into the features of the planner, let's talk about why you might need it. You know, this planner does everything a normal planner will do, keeps track of your appointments, tells you what month it is, the day of the week, and all that. But I wanted to ask you a question. Where will you be 1 year from now? So if you were to look at your life in the future, what has changed if you look at your life 1 year from now? Like, are you any closer to your big goals? Maybe you want to move or buy a house, pay down your debt, anything like that. And then think about, what if you made just 3 small changes a day? How different would your life be in a year? Would they affect that big outcome that you're working towards, or would it just be something else on your plate that maybe you didn't need but you tried out? But change is always necessary for growth, but wouldn't you rather be in charge of the one that's making the change instead of subject to it? When I was doing research for the planner and all of your bonus content, I came across a quote by Jack Welch, and it was, "Change before you have to." Very reminiscent of the Tower, if you're familiar with the Tower in the Tarot. So, of course, as we talked about, the planner can do any of those things, but what if you imagine yourself 1 year from now, and what would be different if you lived more magically? And what if you applied magic to your actions and stepped into your personal power? And what would happen if you actually reached your magical goals or your personal goals? Maybe you want to deepen your connection to source, but you need to function in that day-to-day just like most of us do. We cannot all be Austin Osman Spare living in a basement doing magic. Don't know who that is, just Google it. Trust me, Austin Osman Spare. Be prepared for some weird stuff. But think about it, like, how much different would your life be? Or how much different could your life be? And ask yourself these 3 questions. What do you want? How will you get there? And how will you know when you've achieved your goal? So we've been looking at the problems that our customers need solved, what their desired outcomes are, and how we can best here at Pathways serve them. But due to the fact that everyone runs on a different time schedule, and you guys know me, I've always got something cooking on the back burner, we have a bit more time in this planner to go a little deeper into some of those topics that we discuss again on our Facebook Lives, along with some new topics that you guys might be interested in hearing about. So let's talk nuts and bolts. What's in the planner? We're going to go through all of this, but I wanted to kind of give you guys a little sneak peek there. And this color is more than just like the typical black and white planner that you see with like the little accent color, which is normally yellow, and that's pretty much it. But in this planner, the colors are going to vary from month to month. Now, we've done a lot of research on the brain for this planner. I am that person, yes. So each month is a different color. So whenever you end a month and the color changes to the next month, it trips like a little trigger in your subconscious brain that reminds you of what you're working on. It also makes you very aware of time and how much time has passed. So when you switch that color to the next month in your planner, it kind of makes your brain do that automatic check-in. Where are we? Time is moving. Where am I at on my goal? What do I need to do next? So there's a lot of little things that are built into the planner like that to help you make a shift from month to month so you can like level up and move in the direction of all the goals that you want. So we put a lot of thought into this planner, surprise, but especially into the first section of the planner, which is called the how-to pages. We have a lot of suggestions there on how you might want to use the planner. Also on the inside cover page is a spot to write like your big goals. So they're always front of mind. Every time you open your planner, your big goals will be right there. Also, this is a spread of what the monthly layout looks like. So at the top of the page, you'll see the incoming zodiac sign and the exiting sign for the month. And there's a little column to the left there that asks you to choose how you want to feel for the month, because choosing how you feel is very important. When you can preset your intention or set your intention for the month, then whatever gets thrown at you, you've kind of already got ahead of it a little bit, so you are more in control of how you respond. But again, there's a place on there to continue your goals, things that will help you throughout the month to break them down into smaller pieces. And on the bottom of the right-hand facing page, where those three little four-pointed stars are, is a little paragraph that tells you about what your monthly bonus content will look like. So this is content that you'll find online in our brand new portal that was created just for you guys. Really, it's a really nice layout. I think you guys are going to like it a lot. But I want you to look at the monthly planner and notice the planner is undated, which means that you can start this planner at any time. It also means there are no wasted pages. So like, how many times have you bought a planner and you're really geared up and you want to start it, but like those perfectionistic tendencies either want you to start at January 1st at the beginning of the year or at the beginning of a month. But with this planner, it's completely undated. You can start at any time you want. Pardon me. Next, we're going to talk about the weekly spreads. So in this layout, I was drawn to using 3 columns for each day, which makes me think of those triple aspects of the maiden, the mother, and the crone, or the masculine half, the warrior, the lover, and the sage, keeping that magical kind of undertone flowing through there. So this can be a place where your mundane and magical life can come together in something that's more cohesive. So there are 3 columns. Let's say in the first column, maybe you want to put things like you need to go to like the doctor's office or drop off the car or whatever it is. And then the middle column you can use for your magical intentions. And then the last column you can use for whatever you like. Let's say that you draw a card a day, like a tarot card or an oracle card a day, or you cast a rune. You can even record it in that last column and keep track of any patterns that may show up in your life. Think about what's going on in your life. Think about those cards or those runes that you've drawn and make the connection that way. The next thing we're going to talk about are the bonus contents. So there are 18, guys, count them, 18 online bonuses. We're also putting some last minute stuff we're squeezing in there in addition to this, trying to give you some access to instructors so you can access some of their classes. We have some things in the works. And also within that content, we'll also be offering, if we have any special bonuses as far as sales on anything we offer, you guys will be able to see that first, only because you bought the planner. Lots of stuff in the bonuses. We want to remind you that tiny habits create big results. And remember that success looks different for everyone. It's important to gauge your success against your own habits and your own units of measurement, not against what other people are doing. So, and of course, on this page that we're looking at, they have a list for your habits and also a habit tracker. So anything that contributes to that larger goal that you maybe need to do every day or every week, you can list here. And our brain loves to close the loop. So the habit tracker is to check off those days. And again, another place to follow your goals as you move throughout the year. Let's talk online bonus content. We touched on it just a minute ago, but we're going to talk on it more here. So this giant thing is your bonus content. So if you look at the left side of the image I'm showing you, there are candle spells. So you'll have 4 sets. Everything is listed out by quarters. So within each quarter, there are 3 candle spells, and I have done all the work for you. So everything links to the bonus theme or the bonus content. So as an example, January, the theme is Catalyst for Change. So if you go to your candle spells and you look at the first quarter, it will say January, Catalyst for Change, and it will give you a candle, a color, a stone, an oil, and an herb that you can just kind of pull and do a very simple candle spell. We've already done all the work for you. I tried to pick stones that were very common, so you're not going out having to buy these very expensive stones to make that happen. So you'll have a candle suggestion for each month. You will have a meditation for each quarter. There is a 4-page goal tracker online to take your giant goal, which Karen talked about on our Facebook Live, and it breaks it down into smaller goals so you can get there. And then all down the right-hand side of what you're looking at are some PDF bonuses. You will get one of these each month. It's going to ask you to think a little more, to go a little deeper. And there will be questions in there that you can think about, journal about, incorporate into spells. And there's also a video for every quarter on there as well. 18 bonuses, guys. Took a lot of time. But I also want you guys to think about, remember, you have a choice. You can do what you've always done and stay where you're at. Or you can apply yourself and align yourself magically and see how far you can go towards your goals. Those things in life that are more than just checking it off the list, but the things that really support your life and where you're at in it. So lastly, of course, here's the whole thing. All the things the Pathways Planner includes: a goals section, 2-page monthly spreads for the entire year, weekly spreads, and we've given you 5 weeks for each month. You may have a little overlap here and there, but 5 weeks pretty much covers a month. Habit trackers for each month, journal pages for each month. And again, the online bonuses are meditations, candle spell suggestions, a focused topic for the month, monthly check-ins on your goals for you to go along with those PDFs to check in. And of course, we're going to include some special discounts for you as we're still kind of, you know me, I always want to add another thing to the bonus section. So this is $35 because it's our 35th birthday, from July 16th until August 16th. It's normally $39. Right now we are accepting pre-orders, and you do need to prepay. You can feel free to call the shop at 314-842-0047. You are more than welcome to pay over the phone, or you can also go to our website at pathways with an S, stl.com/planner, and you can order it online from there. And then once we receive the planners, we will mail and ship those out to you. So again, guys, we appreciate you so much. We wouldn't be here without you. It's hard to believe it's been 35 years. It's crazy. We are so grateful for your support. And special thank you again to our Facebook community. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to call us at 314-842-0047. And in the meantime, may you know every best thing, and blessed be, blessed we.